So let's start making the widget chooser. We're gonna start with a template, the boilerplate. Huh? Click on what?
I'm clicking on widget. Click on widget. Open up the 5 things. I'm clicking on widget chooser.
Because you make it like a folder. It's supposed to be a file. You're gonna remove it and create a file instead of a folder.
You can just drag it out of the folder.
So he just created a widget chooser folder. It's supposed to be widget chooser file.
One widget folder with 4 widgets.
All right. So yeah, let's start doing the navbar. All right. Actually, we're gonna firstly grab the bootstrap, font awesome, and the style. So I can grab it from widget list. I mean, any pages. I think we're using them in the every pages. There's 3 links. All right. Bootstrap, font awesome, and on my own CSS. Let's copy that. Bring it to the widget chooser. Put it here. The title. Let's change title to widget chooser. All right. Then we can start the coding. We can firstly start with a navigation bar. Navigation bar. Nav. The class we're going to use here, navbar, navbar light. Going to change the background into navbar light. Going to make the default color to be black, and we're also going to have a class called bg-light, which will make the background white color, the light gray color actually, and the fixed top. Fixed top going to make the navigation bar stay on the top of the page. And inside it, we will need, let me see, we're going to need a left button and a choose widget. All right, so let's start with a left button. We're going to be a link, href. It's going to go back to the widget list because we're coming from the widget list. Widget list HTML, and there's going to be icon inside it. Class is going to be FAS and FA dash chevron left. Am I right? Let me check it here. Chevron left. Yeah, I think it's correct. Let me open the file. Make sure that's actually showing the thing. Open with live server. Oops. Nothing showing. Did I misspell it? Let me check this one. FA chevron left. Yeah, that's correct. Oh, chevron. Oh yeah. Yeah. CHEVRON. Yeah, that makes sense. So yeah, so I create the left button, bring me back to widget list, and let's go into widget. Oh, it's supposed to be widget chooser, missing an R in the widget list. In here, in the widget list, this is supposed to go to widget chooser, missing an R here. Right. So try it again. Oops, I need to refresh the page.
Which one did you change?
The link for the plus is supposed to go to widget chooser, not widget choose, right? So in the widget chooser, right now they connect together, and let's end in the heading in the middle. So we're going to ending a span here. It's called a widget. I think it's choose widget if I don't remember wrong. Widget, choose widget. So it's going to be choose widget. Class is going to be a navbar dash brand, margin bottom 0, and h1. Yeah, let's put it on the right. To move that to the middle, there's actually many ways. The easiest way to move that to the right, I think, is if you're adding another item inside it, it's going to move that to the middle. So that's the default setting for the navbar. It's going to give equivalent. It's going to give the same distance between the items inside it. If you just put an empty span as a sort one, it's just going to move the second one into the middle. That's the easiest way to do it. All right. So that's it for our choose widget navbar. Next thing is going to be the list. So we're gonna create a container and put things inside the container. So we're gonna have a div with class container.
What do you do? Dot div?
Oh, that's a shortcut. So if you're trying to create div with such class, you can do like div dot container and a key tab, or even shorter, you can just say dot container and hit tab. It's going to create a div for you and with a container class, just a shortcut. And inside it, we're going to create a list. It's going to be unordered list, so ul with a class. You can do things like so you can say ul dot list dash group. So it's going to create ul with class list group. Just a shortcut. You can do it. This to show to help you type faster. That's unordered list, and inside it, we're gonna start to create list item. The first one is going to be a header, right? First one is going to be header. We're going to create a list item with class list group item, and we're going to make it as a link. It's going to be a link. It's linking to widget dash heading, and it's called a header or heading. Header, yeah. That's the first item. And it's going to look like that. You should be able to click that. Go to the widget heading. This one still have underline. Suppose that shouldn't have underlines here. I mean, I'm going to fix it later. The second item, you just copy that. Actually, don't have to copy. Just create a new one. This item with class dash list group dash item a tag. The second one is label. So we do not have a label page yet. Just using a pound key here. Just means do nothing. There's a hash key here. Just tell it to do nothing when I click it. Like one click right now, it's not going to go anywhere. Right? Or you can just leave it black, I believe. That also just means do nothing. Just leave that black, just go to refresh the page. Right. List item. Next one. Just put this item inside the list. Class is list group item. A tag inside it. Next one is HTML. We don't have that yet, so just hash key HTML. Next one. Text input, still hash key. Next item. Link. Yeah, you can just copy it. Yep. Input, then link. Next one is button. Let's copy it. Button. Oops. Next one is image. This time it's not going to be just hash key. It's going to go to widget image because we have the widget image, right? And next one is YouTube. Also, we have the YouTube. So it's going to be YouTube widget YouTube.html. And data table and the repeater. This should be a hash key because that's not going to be anywhere. And repeater. Repeater. Yeah, I think that's it. So it will be looks like a list of that. And if you do not like the border of it, you can add in another class to the UL. I think it's called a list group flash. Yeah, it's gonna remove the border of it. Just those are just the the bootstrap class. You can find them in the bootstrap list. I can look like that.
What was the class for that?
It's called a list group flash. Put that after the list group in the UL. You can find that this class in the bootstrap. You go to bootstrap, oops, not bootwatch.
And that takes off the border?
Bootstrap. Documents, list. Show you different examples. And the this group flash is here. Flash. This group flash and this group flash from some borders and around these corners to render this group. Items edge to edge, blah blah blah. Something like that. Here's the example. And I actually need to remove the underline of the links. Shouldn't be on any underline. That looks good. I think I removed them in the style. Why did that not work? Oh, I didn't remove them. I'm gonna remove it right now. So for the utility, I'm gonna say for Alt A tag, text decoration none. Remove the underline. And also for A, when I hover it, text declaration none. Do not put any text declaration for me. I don't need that. Right. So right now, a hover do means when you hover over the A, it doesn't have it. It's just apply the styles you put here. In here, I'm saying for all the A for all the links and for all the links, when I hover it, please remove the underline. Right. I have a comma here. Means apply the style to both of them. So right now, when I hover over there's no any underline. All right, and if I click header, let's go to the widget heading. That's empty because I don't have anything in the page. And same thing for the image. Let's go to the widget image and the widget YouTube. I suppose go to widget YouTube. And the other button just not going to do anything. Just going to do nothing. All right. So that is Widget-chooser. And next thing I'm going to do is Widget-image. I'll leave the heading and YouTube for you. So Widget-image, again, it's an empty file, so let's start from the exclamation mark to create a template. And copy that 3 lines. Bootstrap, Found Awesome, and your CSS. Let's go to any files before we have this 3 line. So Bootstrap, Found Awesome, and your own CSS, this 3 lines. All right, copy that. Move that to the widget image. The title of the widget image is just going to be widget image. Or you can call it image widget. Title doesn't matter, just a tab name. So the body, we're going to start from the navigation bar as usual. So it's just going to be a left icon, the left button, title, a heading here, the brand, and the check button on the right. So it's three stuff. Navbar, same classes. Navbar light, BG light, and the fixed top. Just our old friends. So I think left one. Go back. This one going to go back to the widget list. Be careful about that, right? No matter where you come from, it's going to go back to the widget list. This is mentioned in our table below here, right? So in the For the images, when you cancel it, go back to widget list. Right? When you cancel it, go back to widget list. And here we also mentioned left arrow, go back to widget list. Be careful about that. It's going to be a it's going to be an icon class FAS FA dash chevron left. Yeah, not this one. Image here. Yeah, chevron left. Second item is a brand. Span class navbar brand. Margin bottom 0 and H1. It's going to be saying, let me see what it's going to be talking about. So it's going to say widget edit. It's just going to be say widget edit. So it looks like that on the right. And once we're ending the sort button, it's going to be moved to the middle. So href going to be a check button. So this one going to go back to the widget list. That means we finished the editing. Icon here, class is equals to FAS FA dash check. That's check icon. Right. So that is our navbar. Check button. Go back. Click that. Bring me to the what? Oh, this one should be changed. This one, when I click the car icon here, this one should bring me to the widget image, not the widget heading. This one's still showing widget heading. We're gonna fix that. So in the widget list, you're gonna make sure when you click cog icons, go to the correct one. This one is for the H1. This is correct. Go to the widget heading. This is the widget heading. Widget heading. This is the image. The image should go to widget image.html. And we also have a video. Where is the video? Here is a video, the iframe. This one going to go to the widget YouTube. All right. So make sure this go to the correct place. YouTube. Yeah, remember, like right now when I click the image edit button, it's going to bring me to the. Oh, I didn't refresh the page. Sorry, refresh the page. And when I click this button here, it's going to bring me to the widget image. And when I click the one for the YouTube video, it's going to bring me to the widget YouTube. You should be able to see it in the URL. It's maybe too small, but this says widget YouTube. All right. Make sure they point to the correct page. Let's keep working. So the widget edit. Let's start doing the form. So we're gonna have a name, a text, a URL, a width, and an upload. Let's start from the name text. And so let's go to here after navbar. We're going to put it in the container. So let's create a container. Container. Put a form inside it. Do not put action. We don't need that. All right. Form. Let's say you're going to have a different divs with a class, form group, right? Different form group. A label for name. Actually, let me see. Yeah, name. This is a name of the this widget heading. It's going to be easier for us to find it in the future. So input, type is text, class, we need a class for that, which is going to be form control to make it longer. Type is text, we need the ID. Oh, this 4 should be lowercase, sorry. This should be name lowercase. ID is going to be equivalent to the 4, name, and the name, we can make it same as ID, just call name. And we can put a placeholder. Enter a name for this widget, or something like that. It's gonna look like this. Enter name for this widget. Yep. Next group, dot form group label. That's going to be the text, a real text for this. Does it have text? Yeah, it does have text. Yes, let's add it. Text. Input. Type is text. Name is text. ID is text. We need a class, form control, and we need a placeholder. Enter text description for this image. We can make it optional, right? Just say optional. I don't need it to done. Like if to put the image, do not have to have a description, right? It's just optional. Let's see, users know this is optional, right? Something like that, optional. Maybe capitalize the O, something like that. All right, next one is going to be the URL of the image. If you want to put an image from online, you're going to have a URL for it. It's going to be div class form group label. It's for URL. Label here, just say URL. Right, and then put the input. Type is text. ID is URL. Name is URL. And the class, again, we're going to use the form control to make it longer. And we can have a placeholder, which is going to be a enter URL of enter image URL. Right, enter an image URL. Or say enter the location of the image. Maybe make more sense for the user. I don't know. Right, location of the image. And we can have a with. So with div class form group label is for with. So with. For this one, I think the image here, the example I showed here, this one works. Just put the text here, type text, and then let the user to enter anything. But I think there's some better examples. I think we can also using the example from Bootstrap. Like if you go to search for input group, I think they provide some examples like this one. I can do it like that and put a percent mark on the right, so the user only need to enter the number of it. I think this one is at recipient's username. It's looking for where is that? Here, this one. I can use that. I can use this one. I'm gonna copy the input and this div. I don't need this. I don't need the input group here. Actually, I need it. Maybe let's copy the whole thing. Right. You can just do it. You can just do a regular input or just copy this input group. I think this may be a better example. Let's copy that. So put it after this label. This looks annoying. You're gonna need to fix that a little bit. So I have div. I have this input. Oops. Fix indent a little bit. Jesus, what is this? Input. Oops. Span is inside it. Yeah, it's just like I don't have enough space to display that, but it's supposed to go to the right. Why it stays here? Let me repaste it. Paste it. Yeah, it should look like that. Right. I don't know. Let me check.
On that document.
Let me check the setting. The wrap should be off. Yeah, wrap is off. We should go to the right of the page. I don't know why it stays here. It's okay. So input, and then we have a div, and then in the div we have the span, and have div here. Let's close the div. Here. I'm going to change this a little bit. So have the input group MB3, type is text. We're going to change that into number. Only allow users to enter number. From control, placeholder. For the placeholder, we're going to see this one. We're going to see it's going to be image width. I don't think I need this too. Let me try to remove this too. The area label and the area described by. I don't think I need this too. Let me remove them. Div, input group append, span class, input group text. ID is basic ID on 2. I don't think I need this ID as well. Let's try to remove that. If that not work, it's going to change it. So this one not going to be at example.com, just going to be a %. Let's take a look. Here we go. Yeah. So all you need to do is a div with class input group, and they have a margin bottom 3. I don't think you need the margin bottom 3 here. You can remove that. Just the input group. Input type is number, class is form control, placeholder. Just enter any placeholder you want. And for the div, I'm gonna say class input group dash append. Gonna append some text on the right of the input, and you can put a span inside it. And it says input group text and put a % mark there. I think that's a perfect example for the if width. So the user can only enter number here. Alright. And later we're gonna limit this the maximum of the one to be 100. But right now, like a user can enter any number inside it. Alright, and it's width. Next one is going to be actually. I just come up with a better idea. I can maybe make let me see. Give me a second. Input screw bar. Maybe I can using a screw bar there. So maybe that's an even better idea. Input with screw bar. Let me see. I think there's some examples. I think it's range. Yeah, it's called range. It's going to be something like that. Like the user can select it. Let me see how to use it. Yeah, here, this guy here. It's gonna copy. Let's just have a type and min and maximum, right? Let's change that. That may be a better idea. So we're gonna have width. So label is for width and input. Type is range. Minimum is 0, right? I don't know why they're going to put 0, but minimum is 0. Maximum is 100. So let's take a look of that. It's going to be look like that. And see if I can add if I add the class form control to it, what's going to happen? Let's try it. It's going to be making it longer. Here we go. Yeah. It's going to make a scroll bar here. Am I able to show the text like what % is it right now? Let me see if they provide that here. Oh, I can even do that. Create an input option for that. That's amazing. So we can try that. This looks better than the one we already have. This guy here, like it gives them options from either 10%, 20%, or 30%. Let's copy this. This is a good example. I'm gonna remove this input, change it to that. Sorry, I'm doing some test here. So yeah, input, have a data list, and have some free options in the data list. I'll give this link. I'll put this link in the Slack. You'll be able to find it. I'll put this link in the Slack. You can find it. It takes some time because I'm recording videos. It's completely super slow. I'm gonna put it here. All right. This is for the input range. I think it's really good. So you can select between the. What? It seems like not work. Set a class. Why is this? I say this label, but why do I don't see the label here? Is that means they are wrong? So there's gonna be label for that. Let's firstly adding a class to it. Form control. Make it longer. Yeah, so there's gonna be label to it. I don't know why it doesn't have a label. Label 0%, label 50%. I'll research it after this video and let you know the answer. All right? I think maybe it's done work for the Chrome. I'll take a look of that. All right. Let me try to open this guy with Edge. See if that works. Open with Edge. This looks even weird. Alright, but it's right. Leave it like that. I'm gonna check it out. Alright. So then for the width, you feel free to using any style you like. Let's say the next thing. Upload the file. So upload the file. It's actually something similar. We're gonna create another form group. Div class is equal to form group. Label is for file. All right. So the user can choose either to using online image, put a URL there, or just submit their own file. The label here going to be file, and put the input. The type of it make it file. The ID is for file. Name is for file. And do not put placeholder. I think that's class. I forget the form control. Form control. Make it longer. Let me take a look. Right. So it's just create a file, and you'll be able to click that one to upload any files from your computer. All right. And it's for the file. All right. And then we have two buttons: upload the image and delete. So once they put the file here, they're gonna click the button upload the image to upload this image. This is choose the file. It's not upload. We're gonna have a button to upload image. Let's create that button. So after the div, we're gonna create a button. This is called upload image. Class is BTM primary, make it blue color. And the BTM block, make it longer. So I'm gonna look like this. All right, upload the image. It's not gonna do anything, cause it's just going to, yeah, don't have to worry about that yet. Or you can just make a link. You can using a link here. It's the same thing. And set the href equal to hash key, so it's not gonna go anywhere. Right, it also works. So it also works. It won't do anything when you click it. You're just going to jump a little bit. All right. So next thing we're gonna do is what button is that again? A delete button. User will be a delete the widget if you don't want this widget. So it's gonna be it's gonna go back to the widget list. Once they delete it, it's gonna go back to the widget list. And it's going to be delete. The class we're using here will be btn danger and btn block. Make it red color and longer.
Spell danger wrong.
I spell danger wrong. Danger So delete, go back here, click here, go back, yeah, delete. Yeah, so this is our original size for everything. And then last thing we need is a footer. Last thing we need is a footer. Create a footer there. After the form, after the container, create a navbar, class, navbar light, bg light, fixed bottom. And inside here, only thing we have is a link. Go back to the profile. Profile is in another folder, so we're gonna do // jump out and go to user folder and looking for the profile.html. This one's going to be icon. Class of the icon is FAS FA-user. Here we go. Right, go bring us to the profile. Right, so that's it for the widget edit. For the widget image. This is for the widget image. And for the YouTube, you do not need this file input. You do not need this upload image. And you will need the name, text, URL, and width. And for the heading, for the text heading, you will need name, text, and size. Size should be only allowed number, right? It should be only allowed number here. Right, so that's it for assignment 1. I think you should be able to finish the rest part. Right, I'll upload the video to the YouTube, and